Okay. Now, I will talk about Metroid for the NES. I finally beat that this month. It took me 4.5 hours. This game was introduced to me, of course, when it came out. I don't remember exactly when we got it, but I know we got it. We still have the one that we got. That was a game where you definitely needed a map to know where to go. The game does not have an in-game map. And, well, we were always just wandering around looking for stuff, whatever we could find. We got missiles, we got energy tanks, we got ice beam, we got bombs, we got ball. We got all that other stuff, but at that time, I never found screw attack. I never found wave beam. I never got all the missiles, never got all the energy tanks. I never fought Kraid or Ridley. Then, as time went on, we pretty much gave up on that game. But, well, a friend of mine, my brother's friend, came by for a visit, and he showed us the Justin Bailey code. That's how we learned that Samus Aran was a girl, because we always thought it was a guy. Like, I didn't even know Samus Aran's name until, the second game came out, because even though the instruction manual said it, I was more interested in looking at the pictures instead of paying attention to what the writing was. The only name I ever remember was Kraid, Ridley, and Mother Brain, and that was about it. Oh goodness. Well, he showed us what to do at Mother Brain's level, but he didn't beat the game. That's when I started typing in the password and mimicking what he did. But I did beat it with beat it that way. But that was by cheating. But whenever one time I typed in the code, I went exploring all over the place, and I found Ridley's lair. But since the game goes, when you type in Justin Bailey, it goes, well, Ridley's already dead. So yeah. So, but yeah, for about years go by, we got Metroid 2 for Christmas, I think. We beat that. We got Super Metroid. We beat that. But I never beat the first one. And then, what was it? Bless me. Okay. This year, after I beat Zelda 2, I was getting back into the urge to beat old school games, retro games, NES games, stuff that I had but never beat. So, I remember my brother still had Metroid, so after I beat Zelda 2, I said, I need to borrow that game. I gotta beat it. I didn't care about what ending I got. I just wanted to beat it. I knew I was never gonna get the best ending where you beat it under an hour. But, oh man, that game is hard, but I did something this time that I never did. I played with a NES Advantage, which I've been playing with mainly for all the NES games these days, and that's actually made it a lot easier because my hands have gotten too big for the NES controller. Oh, excuse me. And, well, that helped a lot. Metroid is difficult, but it can be easy as long as you finally know what to do and where to go, and thanks to the fact that we now have maps on the internet, excuse me again. Oh, man, I got the burps. Now that we have maps on the internet, we now know where everything is. So now I know what to do and where to go. Yes, I needed that badly. Otherwise, I would have been blind again, and I'm getting tired of playing games blindly. This time, I turned that sucker on, and I did not stop. Now, when you start this game, you only start with 30 health. No missiles, no nothing. Until you go to the left side and get the ball, and then you go and get the bombs, then you go and get some missiles and an energy tank, get the long shot. But when it comes to going after the mini-bosses, I thought it was a better idea to go after Ridley first, especially when I learned that wave beam can kill both of them, because I always thought only missiles can kill them and Mother Brain, but I found out they can be killed with other weapons. And since the wave beam is the most powerful, I decided, let's get that. But of course, I got the ice beam before I got that. And it turns out you can get the ice beam in two places. Oh, well, one of them is also in the place before Ridley's lair, I believe. Okay, well, I go to Ridley's lair. I've seen all this stuff. I'm like, I remember being here, those old school days, but never knowing where to go. And I went crazy. I died a number of times, and of course, when you have to refill your health, when you restart, you only get 30. And when you get an energy tank, it does refill your health in the other energy tanks. Now, you can only hold up to 6 energy tanks, but there's 8 of them. So there's 2 extras, but I guess they were just for refills. And I don't remember how many missiles there are, but every time you beat Kraid and Ridley, you get 75, and there's others hidden around. But whenever I got both of them, I had 210, and only 30 of them are required to beat Mother Brain. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But when it comes to refilling your health, when you kill small enemies, they give you only 5. But when you kill bigger enemies, they give you about 20. So I found out, so that's pretty much what I did. In Norfair, I basically started killing those grasshopper-like things, those hoppers, whatever, I don't know what the heck they're called anymore. And I got my energy refilled, and then when I went after Ridley, found out that if you just stand right in front of him on that platform below him, you can just unload him with the wave beam, and he won't even touch you. And when it comes to the screw attack, they said that you keep jumping with it, but I think that's in later games, because every time I press the button, nothing happened. But I found in that room that's after him, where that other energy tank is, some of the lava is actually solid, and you can walk on it. You just don't know where it's at, so I guess Angry Video Game didn't know that when he did his video. I didn't either until I did that. And I got the energy tank. I think at that point I may have had 3 of them, but I went after Kraid next, because Kraid, I've heard, is a lot harder than Ridley, and he is. But when I had the wave beam, although his projectile attacks can cancel it out, but they can still get him, and I just unloaded on him until I finally got him, and I just went crazy with joy. I'm beating Metroid! I'm beating Metroid! And man, oh god, I got the other energy tank, but I decided I got 5. I'm like, that 6th one, because the one that says at the beginning of the game where you freeze that enemy, jump on it, and then shoot that the roof where it uncovers the new one. I always usually got that one about 2nd, right after I got the ice cream. But I decided, since these things refill everything when you get one, let's save this one this time. So I go up to the final area, and I decided not to kill the Metroids this time. I'm just freezing them and going away. And fortunately, when it comes to the doors that basically require missiles to open, I flat out forgot that whenever you shoot them and open them up with the missiles, they stay open permanently. Okay? Then I get to that area with all those plasma rings. I got to the first part with but unfortunately the Metroids drained me badly right when I got to the room with Mother Brain. That container with those smaller like brain-like things, I blew one of them up, then I died. So I went back, got that energy tank to refill everything, and then I headed back this time. But whenever I got back to that same spot, I noticed that thing was gone. That's why I was like, okay, this is an enemy that doesn't reset. Every other enemy reappears when you leave and come back, or go too far off and come right back. Which is, well, of course, that's good whenever you're trying to refill your energy, especially with the bigger enemies. And, oh boy, okay, here we go. I got rid of all of them. I'm taking on Mother Brain, and I died. But I was like, okay, let's not panic. Do not turn the game off in a fit of rage. You're this close. So I go back. I go to the area where I got the long beam, and I just kept going back and forth, refilling my energy until they were all full, getting all my missiles back. And then I went back there, and I got Mother Brain, but they did do a number on me because I only had 2 health energy tanks. I was going crazy. Oh man, I'm gonna die again. I didn't die. I beat Mother Brain. This time I did. Door opens, time bomb set. I go in that area, start jumping up, and I'm keep falling back down. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna die. I was going crazy that I wasn't gonna make it to the top, and when I still 500, the timer was like 500. I got to the top, got up, and I finally beat Metroid for the NES. I finally got it. The ending I got is where Samus's helmet just gets removed, which is under 5 hours. It took me 4.5 hours to beat that game. Started at 9 o'clock at night, finished it at 1:30 in the morning. The difficulty's high. The NES advantage doesn't make it too high. As long as you know where everything is, you need a map for this game, okay? You need a map. And you don't need to get everything. Since it only requires 30 missiles to beat Mother Brain, but getting those things ahead of that thing, you're gonna have to stock up. Kraid and Ridley give you 75, so that's 150 in total. But you might want to go scavenge for some more, and of course get the 6 energy tanks. There's 8, but you don't. 6 is the limit, and every time you die, if you can get rid of those things in front of her, at least you won't have to deal with them again. And then take on the bigger enemies. My advice is to go where the long beam is, because I think it's a little bit below from where you're at, or the place to her. And then just refill and head back. Kraid and Ridley, use wave beam on them. Ridley has her blind spot right in front of him. Kraid doesn't, but as long as you got that wave beam and I got a lot of energy tanks, he's not too hard. But yes, you need a map for this game. This is a game that playing blind, you can beat it, but I got a funny feeling you're going to get the bad ending. There is a password system where the password cancels out the good ending. I don't know which ending you get if you use the password, but I read it does cancel it out. Dying doesn't cancel it out. If you beat it under an hour, Samus just gets stripped down to a bikini and waves goodbye. That's about it. I decided, the helmet's good enough. I'm not going to do the bikini. I did that with Super Metroid. I don't think I did it with Metroid 2. I think Super Metroid's the only one where I got the best one. Well, anyway, Metroid is a good game. I definitely recommend it. It's not as bad as so many people keep making it out as. It's frustrating at first, but as soon as you finally catch on and wake up and realize what you're doing wrong after all this time, it's really enjoyable. It's challenging, it is fun, and it still has some good music. Like in Kraid's level, it doesn't exactly go like this, but every time I hear that, I always sing, the man walks in, the man walks out, 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 the man walks in, the man walks out. Yeah, that song sucks. Maybe I just started a new internet meme. Oh well. Yeah, I think I can understand why a lot of people say it didn't age well, but I'm still going to say I love the game. I'm probably never going to go for that special ending, and I'm at this point in my life where I'm only interested in beating the game once and then moving on to the next, so there's probably a big chance I'll never play it again. But still, it's got so many memories with it. It started a great franchise, and I'm definitely going to say, Nintendo, thank you so much for giving us this game. It's awesome. Thank you so much. 2 thumbs way up.